Good morning from Robey Farms. I'd like to show you some of our sweet girls. I call them girls because dairy cows are all girls. Someone has just brought them some fresh feed this morning. I wish you could smell it. Some people may not like it, but to me it smells so sweet and it's so good for the girls. Here, let's take a closer look. Now we grow almost everything that they eat. Corn, alfalfa, and soybeans. We have a nutritionist. This is someone that is highly educated in the feed and the nutrition of all these girls. Everything from a newborn to a Holstein adult mature milking cow. Here is an example of what we keep their feed in. This is called silage bags. It's similar to a Ziploc bag. Once we put the ingredients in there, whether it's alfalfa or corn silage, then we close it up really tight so that the air doesn't get in there. If air gets in, it will cause it to mold really fast. We take special care to tape any holes that get in there from other animals. All of this feed that you see here is grown here on the farm. This is the J-Lore mixer. All of the ingredients that go into their feed will be put into the big red wagon in the back. It's sort of like a blender. It has big blades at the bottom that all of the ingredients will be stirred around and made to a consistent ration for them. Every bite that they take will be the same bite that every other cow will get. This is one product that we do not raise here on the farm. It is called corn gluten pellets. It's delivered on one of these big trucks here. This is cottonseed hulls. They're really soft and fluffy. We use those to fill their tummies up. Makes them feel like they're really full. I compare it to eating popcorn. Just like us, cows have to eat 3 times a day. All the girls have a choice to lay down in a free stall, meaning that they can get up and move around as they want to. They can get up and drink, eat, or lay down. What we bed them with is sand. The reason for this is it's cooler in the summer. The flies don't like it very much, and it does not harbor bacteria. It's easy to clean, and it is recycled. The concrete alley that you see here is washed down 3 times a day. Down the alleys goes into a central pit. Although it's not a pretty sight, it's what cows have to do. They must use the bathroom, and it has to go somewhere. From there, the sand is separated from the water and put into big piles to dry. When it is dry, we will recycle it and use it again to bed the stalls again. We do bring the sand from the Ohio River here in Kentucky and replace it as needed, but are able to recycle about 75 to 85%. This is a view from up above. You can see the cells of water. After the manure is separated from the sand and all the water, it goes into these cells. As the cells get full, then we use tanker trucks and hoses and drag them through the fields. This is putting back nutrition into the fields as fertilizer. So there again, we are recycling the manure to use to fertilize our fields. The girls have a rest period. They are milked 3 times a day, and in between they come to their house or their barn, and this is where they lay and rest. We call this cow comfort. There are certain things that the farmer does to make sure that they are comfortable all the time. One of them is to give a good place for them to eat, to drink water, and to rest. This helps them to stay healthy and also to produce more milk. As you can see, some of the girls are up eating, some are resting, and some are drinking water. Speaking of water, we have 3 sources of water here on the farm. This tank right here uses the water also from the cells after it's been cleaned. We use this to wash down the alleys. We have city water for washing up, and we have well water for drinking. The girls can drink up to a whole bathtub of water apiece a day. This is one of our vets. She is here now to check some of the sick calves. She has to go an extra 8 years of school after high school in order to have her degree. All of the milk goes directly from the cow through a stainless steel tubing pipe and then is loaded directly onto the tanker trucks. Each tanker truck will hold about 56 to 60,000 pounds of milk. We do not measure milk in gallons. All 3 of these tanks will leave every day, 7 days a week. Okay, are you ready to get up close and personal with these girls? Of these cows, and then they will hatch the milk. When the cow has given all the milk she's going to give, the milker will automatically fall off. Each cow gives about 35 pounds a time that she milks. She's milked 3 times a day, 7 days a week. She can give up to about 8 to 10 gallons of milk a day. This is a front view of the cows as they're getting milk. They have a collar around their neck. green box, which goes to a computer. From there, we're able to monitor all kinds of information about the cows. The cows are now exiting and going back to their home. And they will stay there for about 8 hours, and then they'll come back and do this again. This is one of our nutritionists and calf care specialist that works with Karina. She's had to have a couple extra years of education, like the 4 to 5, to be able to do her job. Okay, remember we talked about the collar and the green box in front of the cows, the transponder. This is where all the information will be going into the computer, and we will use this for many management decisions. This is Lucas. He is our herdsman. He has a degree in business and what?
Animal science.
Animal science. So this is something else that furthering your education can help you with your job. After the mother has her calf, we bring the calf to the calf barn. And this is where she's going to stay for 2 months. This calf is a little wet and it's cold outside, so she gets what we call a calf coat. If it's really cold, we can put them in a warming box with a heat lamp until they're completely dry and warm. Their normal weight averages about 90 pounds at birth. They should gain about 2 pounds a day for the next 2 months before they leave here, averaging about 180 to 85 pounds. This baby was just born. He's going to stay in the warming box for a couple hours with the heat lamp until he's nice and warm and dry. We use powder milk, mix it real good in nice warm water, and then take it to the calves. Each calf is offered her milk. And then she also has feed and water at all times. They are getting milk 3 times a day, 6 a.m., 2 p.m., and 9 p.m. We use curtains in the winter. There's lots of fans in the summer. This is an average sized calf that is about ready to leave. She is 2 months old and has gained approximately 2 pounds a day since she was here. The big cows are bedded on sand because it's cooler for them and the flies don't like it. But for the babies, we use straw. And that is because they can nest in there and keep themselves warm and dry. This is where the calves live after they leave the calf barn. It's called a weaning barn. They will stay here for about 4 to 5 weeks and gain some more weight while they're here. After they leave the weaning pen, they go out to pasture to bigger groups of animals. Here, they learn to eat with other animals. They're fed grain and hay. They will stay here for about 4 weeks. As the cows keep growing, we keep moving them until they're old enough to have a baby of their own. When they get ready to have their baby, they'll be put at the milking barn, and then they will be a milk cow. And that's where they will live for the rest of their life. I hope you all have enjoyed the virtual tour of our dairy. As you have seen, there are countless of people that have gotten a further education. A veterinarian, a calf specialist, someone in animal science with a business degree as well. But behind the scenes, there are many, many more people. There are the countless people that drive the tractors and the trucks, haul the milk. There are people that purchase the supplies for everything that we need here on the farm. There are engineers who have helped to build the facilities, have helped with water, plumbing, electrical, and gas. There are inspectors that make sure that everything is running well on the farm. There are also people that, such as the secretary that pays the bills, and a business manager as well, someone who has a degree in economics. And this person not only makes decisions for every day, but for the future as well. So as you can tell, there are many people behind the scenes, and everybody is very important to make everything work together. I hope you understand that furthering your education, or at least getting the basics every day for as long as you can, will help you in the long run, no matter what career you choose. But as you can see, there's many job opportunities here. I hope if you have any questions that you will call or text, and we will try to get the answers to you. Thank you for your attention.